names remain unsigned, starting with last year's leading receiver for the Patriots in Stephon Diggs. Which team do you think is the best fit for him going forward?
A reunion in New England would be a perfect fit for Stephon Diggs. The reason why is, number one, a lot of the other spots are drying up with other additions. And number two, you may have a decreased role with the signing of Dobbs, but it's going to be an opportunity to be able to have a quarterback who you know, a system you understand, and still an opportunity to contribute. And so I think that Stephon Diggs should go back to New England, although it may be on a much smaller contract. The second player that I would say would be for Deebo Samuel to go to Kansas City Chiefs. Give Andy Reid another toy to play with. We obviously know what Travis Kelce has been to Patrick Mahomes, but now all of a sudden you have another player who can be a toy in the backfield or in the slot or out wide, and I think this could be a great addition for the Kansas City Chiefs and a good addition as well for Deebo Samuel. Then last but not least, Joey Bosa to the Bengals. I understand they signed Boye Mafe, the Super Bowl champion, but they still need some more pass rush. Joey Bosa had 5 forced fumbles last year. He still has the ability to get after the quarterback when it comes to sacks, pressures, QB hits, QB hurries. Obviously, the losing of Trey Hendrickson could be another addition to that defensive line.
Trey Hendrickson stays in the division. He is a Raven. Bosa had 5 sacks with Buffalo last season. Sam Acho, a.k.a. Pastel Siakam, joining us this morning on SportsCenter. Thanks, Acho.
Thanks.
Negotiating window is open, and it has been active.
The Dolphins opened the day by moving on from Tua Tagovailoa.
Miami has its starting quarterback with Malik Willis.
We got some breaking news. Breaking news.
Shefty Twig!
Kenneth Walker going to the Kansas City Chiefs, an emotional departure from Mike Evans. Las Vegas Raiders keep spending money.
We got a lot more coming your way.
You might think resident ball knower Sam Acho is currently on your screen. You would be wrong. This is Pastel Siakam. Pastel Siakam, good morning to you. Which team do you think has improved the most since the start of free agency?
I'll go with the 49ers, and it's not just with their free agent signings, it's also with some of the trades that they made. San Fran made some impact players for proven positions. Start with Mike Evans, a wide receiver who's played 12 years in the NFL. 11 of those 12 years, he's gone over 1,000 yards. One of the most consistent receivers in his career. And then also Digizua, they traded for him from the Dallas Cowboys. Not a free agent signing, but a perfect addition. A guy who had 23 quarterback hits last year. That was first among defensive tackles. 81 QB hits since he started his career. And so impact players at impact positions.
Several big, and gets to stay in the division. So twice a year gets a little bit of that payback against the Bengals, who didn't want to pay him. Fowler filers are open. Okay, so the Trey Hendrickson story, there's certainly another side of that, because that could have, would have, should have been Maxx Crosby just about a week ago. So what now is the situation with Maxx Crosby and the Las Vegas Raiders?
Like our guy Randy Scott, Maxx Crosby is 100% a Raider. He has told the team that since the trade got reversed. He said, look, I'm all in for 2026. If you will have me, let's roll. I will be healthy, ready to play, and give you my best and have a banner season. So talking to sources with the Raiders, they do expect, at least right now, for him to be on the team and with them as they move forward. They've loosened the salary cap. They had to make a lot of signings in free agency thinking they wouldn't have Max. Now they do, but they made the adjustments. Their roster is better. I'm told he likes the free agent additions they made to improve the roster. So everybody seems like they're in a good spot. But since they've already looked at trading them, they're open to that possibility potentially if the right offer would come. We're looking at timelines here. Now is going to be a little slow, but you got closer to the draft. Perhaps, trade offers will heat up or maybe even closer to the season. But right now he's a Raider, and that's expected for at least a little while.
There are needs to fill certainly in Vegas, a glaring one, quarterback. What are some potential options beyond the draft in Vegas?
I'm going to start with Joe Flacco, who's been around. He's started a lot of games. He is available. He is weighing options right now. Speaking of Vegas, I'm told that that is an option for him, that they would have interest in potentially bringing him along as a backup / bridge if Fernando Mendoza needs to sit a little bit, assuming they draft him, which they will. But he's also got some other options, including Cincinnati, coming back to be Joe Burrow's backup. He really liked it there, so that could ultimately be the play if he signs somewhere next week. Then you got Kirk Cousins. This is a little bit different for him in the past. As a free agent, he used to be the belle of the ball. Right now, he's more in wait-and-see mode. He could maybe go to a place where there's already a starter, but they're injured, like Indianapolis with Daniel Jones. Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes is a good opportunity. If he's not ready coming off that ACL in week 1. And last year you got Kyler Murray. So this is kind of manna from heaven for the Vikings. They get him on the cheap. League minimum $1 million a year because Arizona's paying him all that guaranteed money. He's got Pro Bowl pedigree. They were looking for a veteran in the room to be established. Look, they told me that they haven't given up on J.J. McCarthy. They're still hopeful there, but you know how this goes. Sometimes when you start seeing other people, it's probably going to be similar to what the Colts did last year. They get Daniel Jones, but they had Anthony Richardson. They battled it out in camp, and the veteran won the job.
Kyler Murray mentioned in his introductory press conference with the Vikings how he loved them as a kid and cried real tears whenever Brett Favre threw that interception, to which Randy Scott said, "Interception? Which one, Brett Favre?" Jeremy Fowler joining us with the files this morning.
Need you to be more specific.
Season, which is also introducing season. New faces, new places, but we have a new twist. It's not a new name.
Welcome back to you.
Like
a lot going on today, Ricky Bo.
So
there is a
growing
lot.
up, Travis
so we started the show
like
talking about the Eagles. Are they better or worse?
And that's how you always said Travis
than they were before free agency
when I was in
started.
college,
I am still
I kept telling him my name like every day.
Goddard's contract
like after like 4 weeks, they just couldn't get it. So I'm like, man, it's ETN.
Today, but we don't know the exact time. I've reached out to a couple people. As soon as I get an answer, I will bring it to you. I've got
being myself. I don't have to correct people here.
That would probably say my name each and every day, and I kind of love that. The deadline. So we'll bring it to you as soon as we get confirmation. But are the Eagles better or worse? We also just had a big conversation. Do you want the Flyers and Sixers to try to make the playoffs, or would you rather see them lose to hopefully improve their draft position? For the Sixers, they'd have to get a top 4 pick, or they would lose it. But here's what we're doing: we're giving away knockout tickets today. We're doing it differently than we've done it the rest of the week. We've been doing trivia all week. Today, we are giving the knockout tickets to the best.
If you are from that part of the country, Louisiana,
we hear you right now.
Things a
we
lot
will do
of
it again at its normal time at 5:25.
Let me
Voice
give you an
memos
example,
have been
right?
flowing
One of my
in,
favorite seasonings, right?
Flowing in. So
How
we're
do you
going to get to
pronounce
as
that?
many as we can this segment. We will pick a winner from this segment that will qualify
I know it's not the CA. I
to
don't
go
know,
up against all of the other ones that we hear in round 2.
Sure.
And then one of them
What
will
about
be
maybe
our
the most
knockout winners. Make
famous
sense?
street in New Orleans?
And we're grading them on
Bourbon Street?
You've seen it.
Entertainment value.
Oh, I have
and their
no
quality of their
earthly
sports
idea how to say
this
this.
is going to get interesting.
Tchoupitoulas.
We'll see if we all agree.
That sounds like
hopefully.
the stuff you
Hopefully
put
it's a
on
clear-cut
your eggs in the
How about this one? This is
Before
the oldest city
do
in
that,
the entire
before
state
we
of
do
Louisiana.
the voice
How do
memo,
you
let's
say
just
it?
update our Twitter poll
God.
for everybody on that question. Are the Eagles better or worse than before free agency? Twitter poll, always standing strong.
then
Thanks to Dr.
clearly,
Avi Donabell of
Etienne
Iron
can
Mountain
be
Men's Health.
Etienne.
What are people
Easily.
saying? They negative today?
Fine.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Are the Eagles better or worse after
The first step they got me.
As the Eagles finally got involved in free agency, I don't ever worry about them. Roseman knows what he's doing like very few. They helped improve the secondary via Super Bowl champion Seattle. Rick Woolen allowed the fewest yards per target of any corner and man last year. Patriots gave offensive lineman Elijah Vera Tucker a 3-year deal late in the night and got back to work in the morning, a 4-year, $80 million deal with Romeo Dobbs. Helps fill the void left by Stephon Diggs. Elsewhere in the AFC, they wrote me off, but I ain't right back. Geno Smith back to the Big Apple, drafted by the Jets, full circle deal. 13 draft, he was drafted there in the 2nd round, and now he is back. Jets starting quarterback through the years.
Not very good.
It's been 10 years since Geno was there. Let's move on. None of the 15 different starters had a winning record in New York. We can continue. There you go. Flacco, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, we know what happened there. Tim Boyle had a rough go. Had some poor starts. Brady Cook also, yeah. All right, anyway. Geno, he's back.